Welcome to Chicago, the Windy City, the city of broad shoulders. Chicago is known for its diverse neighborhoods and a tough can-do attitude as the cultural epicenter of the Midwest. This morning I'm at Life Kitchen. Life Kitchen promotes a unique blend of healthy, smart, and affordable food. Today I'm eating breakfast with Chef Art Smith. Art Smith is a James Beard Award-winning author, chef, TV personality, and specializes in Southern cuisine. I'm Ben Vaughn, and this is The Breakfast Show.
Give me one breakfast story. What's breakfast for you?
Breakfast is my most favorite meal of the whole day. I love breakfast. I like making breakfast. Sadly, breakfast is probably the least profitable meal in a restaurant. And most chefs don't want to make it because they don't want to get up early to make it.
Sure.
But I love it. I love the way it tastes. Your palate is clean in the morning. I don't like brunch. I like breakfast. And where this all came to be, when my dad passed away 4 years ago, you know, in the South, the best food is that funeral food.
Yeah.
But you know what? I don't know if you've been to a funeral lately.
No.
It's getting kind of bad.
Has it really?
Yeah, people don't cook no more. I sent an email, this is a true story, to the chairman of the board of the Walt Disney Company. And I said to him, you know, sir, I met you at Miss Winfrey's. I cooked for you. I was part of the Magic Kingdom College program. I lived at Snow White Village, Seven Dwarf Lane, and he published 2 of my books, etc. But you need better family restaurants. And he said, yes. So we're building at the new Disney Springs Chef Art's Florida Fish Camp and Iced Tea Bar. And it's a major restaurant. How can the mouse help my small town, third poorest county in the state of Florida?
Really?
How can it help it? How can the mouse help, right?
Right.
I said, how do we do that? Because, you know, all these things that the challenges have are due to just the fact nobody has any money. So we're creating a bakery in my hometown. And the people of the town are going to bake the cake for Disney.
Wow.
Isn't that cool?
That's huge.
And when I pitched it to Disney, I said, how would you like to turn a town that every time a guest of yours takes a bite of cake, they're rebuilding small town America?
That's huge.
Great.
That's awesome.
So that's what we're doing. And so Jasper, Florida will bake hummingbird cakes and 12-layer chocolate cakes and all kinds of great thousands and thousands, because it's only 2.5 hours away. Because I really, really want to really create something. Because I want to tell you something. It's really easy to create something, but making it last is another thing. It's just like restaurants now. Yeah. Most restaurants last, what, 6, 7 years?
If that. Yeah.
If that, right. And when you create something, particularly something that works with the community, you know, you don't want it to last more than 6, 7 years, because the fact is, when it's gone, there's a void in that community.
Huge impact.
You know, common threads now is 12 years. You know, my hopes is that through all these efforts that, you know, I'll bestow, you know, a foundation that will help, you know, and do a lot of the things that my friends have done through the years to help, you know, us educate children. I opened them. Disney wanted a restaurant. I gave them a restaurant they love.
Right.
Okay, but the reality is, how many restaurants have you owned or worked at where there's no bakery?
Almost all of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And there's a table, right?
Right.
And I thought, like, why not? And then you could devote that space more to, you know, to savory food, whatever. So and I said to him, what about a bakery? Boom. Done.
So Jasper's going to be the commissary bakery for Walt Disney World's restaurant. That's cool.
Yep.
And then you're going to be the mayor of Jasper.
Exactly. That's what I'm going to do.
You got it figured out. That's pretty awesome.
Open Table 52, wonderful restaurant just down the street here. Gorgeous, a jewel of probably the most gorgeous jewel of a southern restaurant in America. Cost a fortune to build. I mean, fried chicken has never had such
a platform.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I was just met with my publicist. I'm cooking at the Expo Milan.
Okay.
And Expo Milan is, Americans know the Expo is the World's Fair.
And the Expo Milan, they selected for James Beard and the U.S. State Department and the culinary, diplomatic culinary chefs corps, they selected chefs to do pop-ups in Milan.
Nice.
And I'm representing the South.
Wow.
And I'm doing fried chicken in Milan, Italy. Can you believe that? 2-day pop-up at
That's insane.
Galleria Emanuele. You know, the famous Galleria where Peck is and everything. And fried chicken comes to Milan. And we're going to do shrimp and grits, and we're going to do, because my whole thing about it is like what's kind of old hat to us is like new to them. you know?
Totally.
And the people is such a world audience, so I'm really excited about that. So
They're going to fall out of their chairs.
it's like the
They're
most
gonna love it.
It's the most well-traveled fried chicken in the world. We were at Expo Shanghai, and Mayor Daley took us there, and we cooked for the Chinese. We were like fried chicken up in woks forever, but we it's traveled everywhere. I was with the State Department in Israel, and I did kosher fried chicken in Tel Aviv.
Nice.
And with
That's
kids
labor
and stuff,
intensive.
but anyway. But people, you gotta have a shtick, my friend. Okay,
Yeah.
you gotta have a shtick. Okay, no shtick, no business. Okay, or my comment, no buzz, no business. Dylan, I've known for a while. I met her at South Beach Food and Wine. She was there last night with Ralph Lauren, her father and mother, and heavy hitters. I walk in and Dylan grabs me. Chef Ben, so good to see you. We had an amazing time. Chicago is the candy capital of America.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
It sure is. And so Dylan has brought Willy Wonka to Michigan Avenue. Very talented. She's got a great publicist. She's got a really nice, good one. I remember the press saying Ralph Lauren's daughters opened a candy store. And they're kind of like laughing.
That's what they said.
Now,
right. Now it's
hello.
blown up. Yeah.
I mean, girl has got it going. And I was so impressed with her. But I really, truly, I do think that these young people that are so talented and hardworking, so sexy.
Yeah.
I mean, I love the millennials and how they're really involved in food and, and they're so active on, social networking.
How do you balance being a chef and being an activist? There are folks that have an opportunity to have a platform, and they don't use it for great. They use it not for great, the exact opposite. How do you balance that? Is that something that you battle with? Is it? There's a line there, that.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
And I'm sure if I put the amount of attention that I put in my activism, I'd have Michelin star restaurants. I don't care about Michelin star restaurants.
Sure.
I care more about the fact that I'm helping hundreds of thousands of people by my advocacy,
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I decided that I need to throw a big fat gay wedding at South Beach Food and Wine Festival.
Yeah.
I started 2 years ago doing these fringe parties. Why? Because I didn't want people to have to pay $300, $400, $500 to get into a party. But I wanted to have a fun gay party. And also to bring awareness to the fact there was not equality in Florida and that you couldn't get married the whole night. So we threw these wonderful big gay ice cream parties.
Yeah.
Very popular, 300-400 people. And yes, it's a fine balance and everything. I'm very fortunate. I have amazing people that work around me and love me and also support me. And they also support my efforts. And so it's just, it's something that I truly believe in. And I'm not going to stop. I mean, that's just
Good
who
for
I
you.
am. And, one thing I learned a lot by just doing television shows and being more provocative, you're going to get hate and you're going to get some comments and stuff, but the point is this, at least they're commenting.
You know what is interesting though about being provocative, and the social media thing is, it's being yourself. You can see that you're you. You're not playing Chef Art Smith online.
Right.
You're being yourself.
Right.
And you get the love and the attention because people can relate to or disagree with,
Right.
Which is fine also, because you need both sides of it. You can't always, be the hero. You have to meet some, you have to meet a wall or two.
It's very true. I mean, when I first started doing it, I would not drop the F-bomb on social media. Now I drop it. But on my Facebook page, because most of it is all my hometown, I won't use, I'm much more polite because I don't want to offend them. And,
Right. You want to be mayor.
yeah, exactly.
You can't drop the F-bomb if you want to be the mayor.
Exactly.
Thanks for having me for breakfast.
Well, you're very welcome.
Beautiful
It's a pleasure.
restaurant.
Thank you, and I think, and please, if you're traveling across America, you'll find there's a life near you, and one thing I love about this is everyday good food for your life. Thank you.
Thanks, Mary.
My pleasure. Thank you.